First of all, wish you all a very happy and a prosperous new year 2021. It has been nearly a month. I'm extremely sorry for not uploading any videos since the beginning of this year. It said, if God answers your prayer, He is increasing your faith. If He delays, He is increasing your patience. If He doesn't answer, He has something better for you. I wish God not only answers all our genuine prayers, He also has something much better for all of us in the year 2021. With that note, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Hobby Concepts, and this is Raj. Today, let's make a very simple and a very tasty chocolate sponge cake. As usual, I would divide the making into parts for ease. Let's start with the making of cake filling or chocolate truffle. In a microwave safe bowl, pour the fresh cream and place it into the microwave for about a minute or two. When the cream becomes warm, add it to the cut chocolates and mix it. The chocolate gets melted in the warm cream. Usually, we also add a small cube of butter to give it a nice shine. This truffle is already having a good shine, so I have not added any butter to it. Once it cools down, you can cover it with a cling wrap and keep it in the refrigerator overnight or until needed. This can be used as a cake filling, cake frosting, and also for piping designs on the cake. I've removed half of it into this handmade piping cone. You can store the truffle with the cling wrap on in an airtight container and place it in the refrigerator up to 1 week. Next, let's make the basic chocolate sponge or chocolate cake. While measuring the flour, use a spoon to fill the measuring cup and level the flour across the measuring cup. In a bowl, add sugar. Here, I am using fine sugar. You can also use powdered sugar. All you need to do is just put sugar into the mixer grinder and grind it for about 2 to 3 minutes or until done. To it, add vegetable oil. I am using odorless groundnut oil. You can use any vegetable oil that does not have aroma. To this, add curd. Here, I am using my homemade curd. You can get the link of my homemade curd recipe in the description box if you haven't checked it yet. You can also use store-bought yogurt. In that case, choose a plain yogurt as this is a chocolate cake. Mix it well so that the sugar gets mixed and dissolved with the oil and curd mixture. Now our wet ingredient is ready. To this, let's add vanilla essence. It's optional as some people do not like the flavor of it. However, it balances the taste of the cake from the odor of the baking soda, the baking powder, and the curd that goes into the making of the cake. Now, give it a mix again and keep it aside. Let's prepare the dry ingredient. Take a bowl Keep the sieve on top of the bowl and start adding each ingredient one after another. First goes in maida or all-purpose flour, then baking powder, baking soda, cocoa powder, and let's sieve it by breaking the lumps with a spoon as shown. Needless to say, sieving of flour not only makes it lump free, but it also aerates it and makes it much lighter than the unsifted flour. Now give it a mix. Next, we take our wet ingredients mixture. To it, we start adding our dry ingredients little at a time. You can use a spatula, a balloon whisk, or a hand blender. I'm showing this cake with very basic tools that are available at home in most of the Indian kitchen. So I'm not using the blender today. Now that the dry ingredients have got incorporated well, let's add milk little at a time and mix it gently. Do not overmix it. This is the consistency we are looking at. Now that the cake mixture is ready, let's preheat the oven at 180 degrees depending on your oven settings. Mine starts with 30 degrees and reaches 180 degrees, and that's when I can place my cake tin for baking. Next step is to grease our cake tin. Use the same vegetable oil which you have used for making the cake mixture so that the taste does not differ. I'm using a 7-inch cake tin. Today, we would be baking the cake without using the baking paper. So, after greasing the cake tin, we would be dusting it with maida or all-purpose flour. Basically, I'm from Mumbai, India, and few years back, I used to take hobby classes where baking was one of the main course that I used to teach. Most of my students used to check with me if they can skip the use of butter paper. So I used to show them this method. However, both the ways are equally easy to unmold the baked cake. So coming back, flour should coat the tin completely. Remove the excess flour and keep the tin aside. Now it's time to add our final ingredient to the cake mixture, and that is lemon juice. It needs to be added just before placing the cake batter in the oven. Mix it again and pour the batter into the cake tin. Give it a tap so that the excess air pockets gets eliminated. Now, place it in a preheated oven and bake it for 20 minutes or until it is done. Check the cake with a toothpick. If it comes out clean without sticking, your cake is done. If not, you can continue to bake until it clears the toothpick test. Once it's baked, you can remove it from the oven and keep it aside for it to cool down. After about 10 minutes, you can cover the cake with a clean kitchen towel for it to cool completely without drying. Now that it is cooled down completely, let's unmold the cake. First, we need to release the cake from the tin. So, run the knife around the sides of the tin and topple it upside down on a plate and knock it gently. The chocolate sponge is ready. Wow! You can see the cake has come out much clean even without the use of a butter paper. This is after cooling. You can see there are some cracks on the top of the sponge, which is fine as it will get covered with the frosting and garnishing. You can see the sponge is very soft. Let's keep the sponge covered until frosting. You can also keep it in the freezer. This helps in keeping the cake soft for a long time even after frosting. You can make this basic sponge 1 or maximum 2 days in advance and cover it with a cling wrap and again wrap it with the aluminum foil and keep it in the freezer. I usually make the basic sponge cake on the previous day night and keep it in the freezer, and in the morning I take it out for frosting and decorating when my daughter Durva is already in her kindergarten. She wants to try her hands on everything that I do. I have to hide it from her at times. Specifically if it is cakes and chocolates. I'm sure all kids are similar. Durva is 4.5 and she is no different. So, this basic chocolate sponge can be used for many varieties of cakes like the chocolate cake, Blackforest cake or Truffle cake, or you can just cut it and eat it by placing a scoop of your favorite ice cream on top of this basic sponge cake and enjoy. That's all for today from Hobby Concepts. Hope you all liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Do not miss my next video. We will see how to cover and garnish the cake. Click on the bell icon for notification if you haven't yet. Until next time, live, love, relax and enjoy your life. Take care.